Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining me here today so that we could discuss Tiny, the life of Erin Blackwell. So, in 1984, a filmmaker made a movie called Streetwise, which was about at-risk youth on the streets, living on the streets of Seattle. The filmmaker decided to continue to keep contact with one of the subjects over the years, Erin Blackwell, aka Tiny, who was one of the prominent characters in Streetwise. Revisited her in a movie called Tiny at 20, catching up with her when she was 20 years old. Then they made another movie called Erin in 2005, where she was in her early 30s. And then now in 2016, the movie that we're talking about today, which is Tiny, the Life of Erin Blackwell, picks up with her in 2016. So from 1984 to 2016, we find out, what she's been up to, where her life is at. And that's pretty much it. It's just a documentary of catching up with her, seeing what's going on. And one element that here is kind of interesting because her kids were very young in the earlier movies is that now some of her kids are grown up and have lives of their own, and she's starting to see patterns and problems that she saw in her own life. And seeing how she deals with that is very interesting. I think if you watch Streetwise and then the two shorts and then this in a row, it's an incredibly powerful look at like the human condition anyway, and like just the nature of life and existence. But if you watch them all together, you really get that feeling of like just the tidal wave of the passage of time and how it affects people, and how to look at the choices that Tiny made and the situations where she didn't have a choice, like when she was growing up on the streets and when she was just trying to survive. So it's a really interesting movie. It's a little bit depressing, but it's also kind of upbeat. I mean, it's life, It's just the passage of time, making mistakes, how do you deal with those mistakes, so on and so forth. I think it's a really powerful movie. I think you can look at like the Up series, I guess, is kind of similar, but I just think this is a really neat concept, and it's been really interesting and engaging to watch these and see, how Erin's life has progressed and everything. Anyway, that's my review of Tiny, the Life of Erin Blackwell. I think it's a fantastic documentary, and I think it also, to be fully appreciated, has to be part of like, it has to be viewed in its place within the series. I think that's where you have the most impact. But anyway, I thought it was great. Definitely recommend it. If you want to check out more movie reviews, you can go right here on YouTube to my movie review playlist. And there's over 1,000 movie reviews there. But until then, thanks for watching this one. I do greatly appreciate it. Hopefully I'll see you soon.